So we've made it to December, aka my favorite time of the year. Hi guys, my name is Magali. I make regular videos on beauty, fashion, travel and lifestyle. In all of my years on YouTube, I've made a few monthly favorites videos, I've made a few current favorites videos, but I've never actually done one of these end of the year favorites videos. This year I'm gonna make a little series of my favorite things from different categories, starting with the fashion video. I am just going to talk you through the things that I've loved the most in 2019 and the things that I've worn the most. Also, my style might not match with yours, but I hope that sitting and talking about these things will give you guys some insight also into your own personal style. I will be talking about my most loved denims, shoes and accessories in the year gone by. I was actually a pretty big tomboy all throughout school and college. I owned really a very minimal amount of dresses that I would just pretty much wear to like church or something. When I started fashion blogging, I kind of wanted to explore more styles. Everyone should have that exploratory period. I think if you don't try out different trends and styles, you're not really going to know what you like and what feels like you. 2019 was a full circle year. I think I went back to the things that made me the most comfortable. I cut out the performativeness in my dressing. I just kind of dressed more for myself and went towards clothes that I loved and didn't really wear things just because they were on trend. Doesn't mean that I didn't have fun with trends, but I went towards trends that actually called me and didn't wear things for the sake of being trendy. These are three things that I wore the most. All denim, all blue, and surprisingly all three Zara. The first thing has to be my Zara mom jeans that I wear all of the time. These are not my first pair of mom jeans. I was introduced to that silhouette from Topshop and I have owned a couple of Topshop mom jeans back in the day, which I loved, but I had them when I was skinnier, so I needed a new pair for my new body, which is a little bit bigger now. I got really excited when I saw that Zara had this silhouette. Bought these in 2018. I have worn them so much last year. This year I just lived in these. They just usually kind of fit on your waist. They're a highish waist. It's kind of a straight cut. It doesn't stick anywhere on your body. There is no stretch in these jeans. This is just your old-fashioned denim. I really wanted a comfier, baggier fit. So though I fit into a UK size 8 bottoms, I sized up with this to a UK 10. Since I sized up, this kind of doesn't fit tightly on my waist on its own. So if I want to make these jeans look a bit dressier, I do need to put a belt so that it holds in place on the waist. And if I don't wear a belt, it just kind of falls a little bit. So 90% of the time, I won't wear a belt. But that's a nice trick just to make it look a little bit more structured. This is a versatile pair of denim. You can just throw on a t-shirt. If you want to make it look dressier, since it's bulky, the easiest trick to do is wear it with a more fitted top like I'm wearing right now. The fact that these don't have any sign of stretch in them means that you will get so much of wear out of these jeans. I plan to wear them well into 2020, but you know, if I get bored of these ever, I'll just fold them and put them in the back of my cupboard and rediscover them 5 years later. They will last. This has gone through so much wear and so much wash, and I think it actually looks better now than the first day I bought it, because it's got a little bit of that natural fading and distressing from wearing it all of the time. The next thing is a pair of shorts that's sort of a variation on the jeans. This is just Zara mom short, and I bought this in 2019. After realizing how much I love the jeans, I wanted a shorts version of it. With this one also, I sized up because I wanted that similar kind of fit, and I wore these shorts so much. Initially, I just wore them on holiday a lot. I don't really wear shorts that much in Mumbai. It's fairly safe, but people really tend to gawk a lot. These are the first pair of denim shorts that I wore a lot in Mumbai, and I didn't feel super uncomfortable. The reason being, they don't stick to your butt. The slightly longer and baggier silhouette helped me be quite comfortable with wearing these a lot. The third pair of denims from Zara, now this one I actually only purchased I think about 2 months ago, but I've gotten a lot of wear out of them. I just kind of realized that on some occasions I did want a nice pair of fitted skinnier jeans, and this is sort of a more trendy piece because it is skinny jeans and it's got an ankle crop, and then you have this unfinished raw hem. So I'm 5'5.5". When I buy most full length jeans, the length is a little bit longer for me. Even with my mom jeans, I prefer to do a tiny little fold. The fact that these are ankle crop means I don't have to do that. They're high waist and they look good on your butt. They look good on your thighs and your entire legs, and then the end, like the length as well as the shape, helps you show off your shoes a little. So whether you're wearing a nice pair of sneakers, which is what I wear most of the time, or you're even wearing like sandals or heels, it just looks really put together. I did get this pair in my own size of UK 8 because I wanted a good fit. In 2019, mainly I just lived in my sneakers, which is more of an extension of what I said earlier. I was dressing for myself and I was wearing things that I felt the most comfortable in. So I'm gonna show you two pairs that I got a lot of wear out of, and one of them is more trendy, one of them is more classic. Older pair that I've had a little while, Onitsuka Tiger Mexico 66. These are a pair of athleisure shoes. The other ones are as well, meaning these are not performance sneakers that you wear while running or working out. I wear sneakers more as an aesthetic, so I prefer shoes that fall into the athleisure category, and I also prefer shoes that are made of leather because I want that sporty look, but leather also has a more premium feel since I'm wearing these and like going to nice events and stuff. It also gives an added durability for sure. Most of the shoe is just leather, and then the parts in the front, like these toe area, this is suede. These stripes always remind me of the Bangkok BTS logo. It's their local transport system, kind of like metros. When I first went into the shop, I actually wanted the bright yellow and black ones. They didn't have it in stock in my size, and I'm glad I got this. These colors are so versatile. White with a little bit of red and blue. There's literally nothing you can't pair this with. And I remember that time everyone was saying you need a pair of white sneakers in your life. I just feel like I was not the type of person to have full white sneakers, but I really like having white sneakers that have got a little bit of color on them. People who don't wear sneakers regularly assume that if you wear sneakers, you're always getting comfort. But I've actually owned plenty of name brand sneakers that ended up being really uncomfortable. Even if the sizing was fine, just your feet inside, they didn't feel good and they weren't conducive to walking. But the insoles on the shoes are just so good. I think they are the best insoles I have ever had on any sneakers, and I can really walk in these shoes. So when we talk trends that we witnessed in 2019, a big theme of it all was 90s revival. When it comes to sneakers, that meant these really ridiculous, bulky, chunky sneakers like Fila Disruptors, which are the most famous, but there were many more shoes like that, you know. And at the start of the year, I was really tempted to get a pair of those Disruptors, but I don't want such a bulky pair of shoes. But I did also want to experiment with bulky shoes, or dad shoes as they're called. The pair that I ended up going for was the Adidas Falcon. You can get this in like fabric options also, but as I said, I lean towards leather. I went with this grey pair, which also has little hints of blue and pink. This is not super bulky, but it is bulkier than, you know, the previous pair that I showed you guys. When I was younger and I used to buy sneakers, I had a more eclectic sense of fashion and I would just go for the loudest, brightest colors. While that may be fun to wear, it kind of really brings up a conundrum in how often you can wear them, because if they're just got like loud and bright, you can't pair them with everything. I have started leaning towards neutrals when it comes to shoes, and it really pays off because then you can pair these shoes with so many different things and you can wear them all of the time. I like that I went with grey this time because it's a little different than the traditional white sneaker, but I feel that it's just as versatile. You can pair this with dresses, shorts, jeans, everything. It's a nice pair. I have worn these so much around the world. They are looking a little bit grimy at the back, so I'm going to try to scrub them after I showed them to you, but they are in pretty good shape considering the amount that I've worn them, and I've never really tried washing them or anything. I did buy these at the end of last year, and these were probably one of my most worn, like, nicer pairs. Denim's done and shoes done. Now we're going to talk about some accessories, and these also have been worn so heavily this year. I'm not a big accessory person, so I like to have few things and make those count, if that makes any sense. So I couldn't make this video without talking about my Casio watch, which always gets a lot of attention all of the time. So I actually have basically the same model of the watch in gold as well as steel. I have a few Daniel Wellingtons, I have some Timex watches, but this year I just went towards these because they're nice and petite and metallic, and I wear this with gold jewelry, I wear this with silver jewelry. These were all that I needed. They're more of like an 80s revival retro style, but they look so good in today's day and age as well. I have wrists that are naturally really tiny, so that kind of makes it difficult for me to find good watches. Many of the styles that are unisex, they just don't look good on my wrist. I need to go for slightly more petite, dainty watches, but I'm not a fan of your traditional girly elements as well. I don't like bracelets and stones or diamonds on my watches. I wanted something that looks a little bit more unisex and utilitarian in its design. It does have an alarm. I managed to set one of these alarms for midnight, and I never bothered shutting it off, so it rings at midnight every day. It doesn't bother me. It's a nice quiet alarm. If I was actually using this alarm to wake up, no way this would wake me up because it's really soft. It's a good alarm to maybe remind you to do some task during the day. The fact that these watches are not easily available in India is criminal. I actually had to order these from Amazon USA, and they're a good brand. They're so affordable, and I bought these watches I think around 4 years ago, and they've held up so well with pretty regular use. In Mumbai, gold plating just goes off so fast, so I was worried that the same would happen with this watch. It has held up remarkably well for being on my wrist all of the time, for surviving Mumbai's humid weather. The plating on it is pretty intact, and it has a basic water resistance also, so you can wear these even in the monsoon. They really last. They have gone through multiple battery changes, and for the price they're great. If you want to put in the extra money and order these from abroad, I can assure you that it's actually worth the money because you'll be wearing these for years. So when it came to jewelry this year, I wore less junk jewelry or artificial jewelry, and I wore more real, like, precious metals or fine jewelry. The pendant and chain I'm wearing is real gold, as is the ring. I have previously made a video on my gold jewelry collection. I will link it there if you guys would like to watch it. Most of it has been very kindly passed on to me by my mother, but I've been making cheeky little additions to the collection as and when I can. If you're curious to see some of my new rings, including this one, I will be making a detailed video of it, and you'll probably see it sometime next month. Gold jewelry is definitely very expensive, and for most of my childhood I thought that it was a pointless purchase, but now I've realized it's really great. You can actually save money and buy some real gold. You're gonna have pieces that you can wear for a very long time, and they also retain their value because it's a precious metal. You can also pass down the jewelry, you can gift it to someone, and it makes it all the more special. The fact that most of my pieces are my mother's, and I have one piece from my grandmother, I have a couple of pieces from my dad, just increase its value for me. Indians are big on jewelry, but we tend to spend more of it for like ornate stuff or wedding stuff, and I think it is really great to just sort of save some of your money, or maybe if you've been gifted some money, and just get some nice pieces that you can wear on a more regular basis. While gold was my big metal of the year, I also did wear a little bit of silver. My most loved silver piece has got to be this beautiful little silver pendant in a seashell shape with my initial that I got from ʟⴟ They are famous for making name necklaces, but I just went with this personalized initial. This is sterling silver, So this is something that I can wear all of the time without worrying that it will get spoiled or it'll make my skin green. And I really love the short length of this pendant because I didn't own any kind of necklace that was super short. It's really delicate. Silver does not get spoiled, but in humid conditions it does oxidize a little, which means it gets a little black and it gets this sort of patina, and you can actually clean that off. I like when my silver oxidizes slightly. I don't like it to be like really bright and shiny and mirror-like. I like when it gets a little bit of blackness in its grooves. It looks beautiful. I'm really enjoying wearing this necklace, and one of my favorite rings has got to be this twig ring from 𝘅𝑗𝑒 jewellery. I worn this for at least 6 years. I just put this on my finger and forget about it. I think that over the years it has worn down slightly, but it's such a nice organic, nature-inspired design, meant to actually look like a twig wreath or something. Really like this brand's designs, and my mom also has the ring from them. So silver has that similar kind of feeling that gold has, except it's a lot cheaper. In case you feel that buying gold jewelry is out of your budget, it's also a nice thing to buy silver jewelry. Silver pieces are something that you can buy once and wear for years or even decades. So if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm like a big Ray-Ban sunglasses fanatic, and I actually own quite a few pairs. I have made 2 separate videos on my Ray-Ban collection. I'll link them both there if you would like to see them. In the year 2019, I think I pretty much wore only one pair, which is a bad thing because everything else has been gathering dust. The pair that I love the most has been these Ray-Ban oval sunglasses. I like that they're 90s inspired. Since I wore a lot more gold this year, they kind of corresponded really well. They just have a nice retro yet classic look, and they're just pretty, I think, and go with everything. Before that, I had a lot of the Ray-Ban round, which is slightly bigger at the bottom, and this is also a cute unisex pair. So other than those pair of sunglasses, I feel like I really have to give a shout out to my favorite pair of eyeglasses. I don't know if this goes under fashion because I literally need this to see properly. I have worn glasses since I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I have a long sight issue, so I can see close by, but I can't really see in the distance without glasses. I wanted a clear pair, so I went for these. I often get questioned on them. I bought them from Lenskart. I'm pretty sure you won't get the exact same pair because these collections come in and they sell out, but they often have similar ones available. I wasn't sure how a full clear or acrylic pair would look on me, and I also wasn't sure whether it would last throughout the year, but it's been surprisingly durable considering I wear my glasses all of the time. When I first put them on, I was worried that they looked a little bit like lab glasses, but I just think they look cool and they go with everything. I usually just don't wear them for my YouTube videos because then you can't see my eye makeup as much, and also because I do get glare on them. Next time, I think I'll actually splurge for that anti-glare coating, so then I could actually sit and wear them for YouTube videos without like worrying that it's all too shiny. It's cute, and I'll probably continue to wear these until they go completely loose or they break, whichever comes first. And my very last thing for this very long video has got to be a hair accessory, a category of hair accessories actually. So part of the 90s fashion revival was that everyone was experimenting with hair clips and stuff. One thing that I have enjoyed is big scrunchies like this one, and now I actually have a small little scrunchie collection. I really like having scrunchies with me because my hair gets frizzy really easily. So if I'm out and about and I'm traveling by rickshaw or something, I can just put this on my hair really quickly, and then if I want to look cute when I reach my destination, I will leave my hair again. You can do that with hair ties also, but I feel like the thin hair ties are just so boring, and with a scrunchie, whether you've styled it on your hair or you put it on your wrist, it actually just kind of looks like an accessory. The fact that I have a little collection means that I can find the best one for every outfit. So I have them in different finishes. This one is a satin one, so it has a nice little shine. This box isn't even all the scrunchies I have, but it's my favorites. So there are just some printed fabric ones, and then there are a good few velvet ones, and there's some hair in here. I'm sorry about that. Velvet, more satin. So you can get them in different textures, and I feel like they are an accessory that's both cute and practical. So when I got a haircut and my hair was really short, I used to do like a partial high ponytail a lot, and I thought that it looked maybe a little childish on me, but I enjoyed wearing it. So I was like, I won't overthink this, you know, I'll just go out like this, I'll wear it, and it was fun. So that was it for my fashion favorites video, the first of my 2019 best of series. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know what was your favorite item that you wore in 2019, or just let me know what you thought of your personal style for 2019. Did you feel like it changed in any way, it evolved? Because I mean, we're all constantly evolving as individuals, and no one can go from one year to the next being exactly the same. This doesn't just apply in fashion, but in every walk of life. Also, if you made it to the end, just leave a jeans emoji in your comments so I know you watched the whole thing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.